During the Middle Ages, one of the most welcoming sights for any traveler was cresting a hill at dusk, looking off into the distance and seeing the lights of a church or a cathedral. For a church or cathedral was a haven from traveling, a place to rest, to sleep, to get food, and to be rejuvenated on their journey. I don't know if you know that one of the most common images of God in the Bible is one of host. From the very beginning of Genesis, where God hosts Adam and Eve in the garden and gives them the fruit of every kind of tree to eat, all the way to Revelation, where God spreads a banquet table for His church at the marriage supper of the Lamb. All throughout the Scriptures, God is feeding and sheltering and hosting His people. Even as we come here on Sundays, we are hosted by God Himself at the table as we eat bread and wine and are rejuvenated by the body and blood of Jesus Christ. One of the reasons that hospitality is a spiritual formation practice at All Saints is because as we host other people, we become like the God who has hosted us. We make room in our homes and in our lives for other people, for our neighbors, for our friends, for other members of the church. And our normal pattern that so characterizes our life, one of selfishness or isolation or independence, is interrupted. And we must slow down and give of ourselves and our time to other people. And in that process, we are blessed by God, even as Abraham was blessed in Genesis 18 by the three travelers that he hosted that reminded him of God's promises to him to have a son and to have a people. Or in Hebrews 13, where the writer of Hebrews reminds us that as we host other people, we are oftentimes unaware entertaining angels, messengers sent by God with a word for us or for others. Our hope at All Saints is that this place would be a place of hospitality. That All Saints itself, its building, would be a haven for weary travelers. And as we go from this place, that we would do and be hospitable to all those out in the world, that our homes would be places for weary travelers in the world to find a measure of God's grace and love and the gospel truth fleshed out for them by us.